Okay. So, at some point, somebody got tired of completing the square to find the answer to that equation. Maybe factoring didn't work, it was called prime. And so, they were tired of doing it. So they thought, well, let's just be done. So let's just try this. With A as a random variable, B and C, we don't know what they are. They could be anything. Well, yesterday, it was way easier when that just said 1x squared. Say, yep. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to divide everything by A. I'm going to divide everything by A. By the way, Mr. Ron is substitute teaching. He is the mathematical jury. Is he going to be running in and saying I broke any laws here? Have I broke any laws? I have not. So this is 0. That's x squared. That's b over a times x. And that's c over a. Now we're being recorded, so do this nice and proud. The first step in completing it, it's 2 words. It starts with an M and an I. The first step is move it. So I'm going to move it. I'm going to take away, hint, I'm going to leave a little blank space. Taylor Swift. Okay. Now, something's going to happen. Blah, 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 blah. Say it. No, the words. Half it, square it, add it to both sides. Okay? No, don't do that. Don't do that. Do I have to record you doing that? No, okay, all right. Half it, oh, hey, we practiced this earlier, didn't we? Square it, add it to both sides. This is looking like this is going to be a little bit silly. Oh my goodness. Hey, after we halved it, squared it, added it to both sides, we factored it, right? Well, would this be a miserable factor unless we learn the shortcut, which we learned the last 2 days? This just factors to x plus what it was when it was half. Say up. You're being recorded. Come on, don't screw up. You know what I need here? I need blank into blankinators. I need common denominators. So this has got a 4a squared. So this has to be multiplied by 4a over 4a. Are you with me? Okay, the 2 of you not paying attention, I'm going to record you and send you to the authorities. Do I know of common denominators? Hear this, because this is time. Is this going to be a 4a squared? So I got common denominators, and just because I'm weird, I'm going to put the b squared first, and then I'm going to put this minus 4ac. Does anyone see it? Does anyone see it yet? Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to square root both sides. To get rid of this squared, I'm going to square root it. And just for fun, I'm going to square root the top and the bottom because I can just break it into 2. And I'm going to put a little positive negative sign on top of it because it could be like if I get 3 or negative 3. I could put it on the bottom, but that would just be too redundant. So on the top, here's what I've got. I'm going to write it up here. Can you see up here? I'm going to write it up here. Did somebody just gasp? Nobody's gasped yet? Somebody will.
Is that the quadratic formula?
I think we have gasping going on. That top part, I don't know how to square root this. The bottom, the square root of 4a squared is 2a. I usually can't do that. I've never been able to do that on camera. B squared minus 4ac. Anybody shaking their head yet? If I square root the other side, well, just the square and square root go away. and I'm gonna get that x alone, I'm gonna subtract b over 2a. Hey, we got common denominators. I might as well put that first. Oh my goodness. All of you, probably you, all of you learned the quadratic formula last year, or 2 years, whatever year it was. Heads shaking, heads shaking, heads shaking. And when you're in school, sometimes you see this stupid formula and think, how in the heck could anyone have thought of it? Well, guess what? There's the answer. They wanted to solve a problem. Maybe it was prime, it couldn't be factored. Maybe they were sick of doing completing the square, so they put in a random A, a random B, a random C, could be anything. They did all this algebra, the algebra judge and jury didn't come, and oh my goodness, we have the quadratic formula. Which now I have to stop the recording because something really embarrassing is going to happen.